Money back, money back, money back, woo! Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
12 more yards there and another first down. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches, nearly 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. But, yes, there was some late-season drama, was there not?
There was, and that has the Steelers, it sounds like, listening to trade offers in the offseason. Front office saying they're not going to release him, but, quote, all options are on the table, which is not something you normally hear with your number one receiver. And those kind of numbers, remember, they're amassed despite double and triple coverage on just about every snap.
Here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Keep these two.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 69 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Got a second here to assess Pittsburgh's last season as their offense comes onto the field. You know, for most of the folks that are fans of the Steel City, they're probably saying, wow, this was tough. But, hey, they were 9-6-1. The thing is, expectations there are playoffs every year.
You're right. And to show that, they haven't been under 500 since 2003.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Come back. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Javon Hargrave getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Hey, green the line! Green the line!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Watson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Now Watson on third and goal. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry now for Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Left side, Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Hopkins this year over 1,000 yards again. 4th time that he's done that in 6 NFL seasons. He had 1,572 to be exact.
And that was second only to Atlanta's Julio Jones. And you have to think the return of Deshaun Watson at the quarterback position, taking all the starts this year, that had to help because we've seen DeAndre Hopkins have big seasons with multiple quarterbacks. But have that one consistent guy only elevates his play.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
To throw on 2nd down. Watson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have worked in the practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off for us.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Richmond. Come back. Hey.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the... That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Steelers. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age. Right?
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him up?
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Down. Green, the line. Richmond.
Here's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Richmond.
Now Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Come back.
Watson on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Yeah. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Roethlisberger will throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. First carry for James Conner. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Here's Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Lamar Miller, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Take 2 of them.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
50.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Come back, come back.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Dance, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 21 yards away. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Tiger. Black dirty not Billy.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's out right at the 25. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Buying time to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watson now to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16.
Richmond.
Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stack heap.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's Watson, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. And he floated one out there incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And here comes the Texans now. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson escaping the pressure right. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tiger!
And Watson's going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. To the right side, complete to Miller. Still shedding tackles. And he's got some space here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Watson forced out to his left, and that's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On 3rd down, Miller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.